Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were recording. Just edit this part out. I'll leave for a bit.
Hey, no, wait, Lachlan. I know, that's... Listen, could we talk for a bit? Just a little bit? I know you gave me the name Brumble based on my first few attempts at speaking, and it was also like it meant something to you. Because when I said random stuff, you recognized it as Brumble. And I know you love calling me that. And you always should, but, stuff I've been researching and thinking about.
You serious? Right now?
I know it's a lot to ask, but I found tribes of jackal in the book. I mean, and there are some. Well, they have baby names and child names, and later the child can decide if they want to change their name as an adult. And I know I'm not one of those, but I was just wondering because I don't really like the name Rumble. It doesn't feel like me anymore. It was for a while, and then
Come here. Okay? It's a big old hug. You don't gotta worry, alright? If you desire another name as a jackal child would, then I support you, as long as it isn't silly or dumb sounding, alright? You pick a good jackal name. And then I'll say that, alright? Okay?
no, nothing like that. I wrote it all out, the process, like you taught me. I know this video will be a little longer than most, but it's important to me, so it has to happen, okay, Lothran?
Go ahead, little worm. Remember, not too silly. Fitting for a jackal. My only rules.
Okay, it should be fine. I checked the meaning. I was looking for photos to help me on a video the other day. I came across a name from some game or other. I really loved the way it sounded and felt, Lothran. How sounds are for us, for you and I. No one can hear your nod, Lothran. Yeah, no nods. Just, okay, whatever. So I poured over research in the book in some spare time. Not sure exactly where I found spare time, but I did. In a small tribe, the name has been recorded before. Not meaning it's the only time, just the only one I could find. And it means center knowledge or understanding. And I really like it. I think it's a good name for me.
So what is it, little worm? You're killing me here. Don't keep me in suspense for too long.
My new name is Corvoth. Yeah, it's Corvoth. I really love it.
What a wonderful name. Welcome to the jackal life, Corvoth. May it be as challenging and rewarding as you seek out from it, my child. Now, if I remember correctly, I believe you have some work to be done. Are you capable of performing all the necessary tasks without me?
Yes, sir, Lothran. I love my work, even when it's a bit too much to ever seem to get finished. So I got this. You get back to your research, and I'll finish with this story.
Okay, I'm out of here then. Good luck, Corvoth.
Ow, 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 ow! Oh, it feels so good to hear someone say my name. Okay, alright. It's a little late, but honestly, I don't feel like I should cut any of this out. Maybe the spaces in between when we talked and stuff, but this has gotta be in the story, I think. So let's get this thing started. So grab a tasty snack, settle into the best spot you can hold, get all warm and cozy, and pay careful attention to Living Stone. Max lifted his head. He was still sleepy, but there was so much work yet to be done, and he was the only one around to do it. He'd chosen a difficult topic for his instructor thesis, but he would improve on it where all others had failed. He strode through the caves, walking amongst the entirely hostile creatures with impunity. He wore the right equipment, and technically he could wrap this study up any time, having discovered the correct signal not to have his head torn from his shoulders and mushed into a stain upon as much wall as his fluid would cover. But he wanted to find so much more than he already had. So Max pushed onward. He glanced around, noting the many such stains coating the walls. He hadn't been the one to discover the signal, just the young man to figure it out. It wasn't even just one signal, but various signals for various events. A basic language, if you will. One of them marched purposely into Max's path, barring the entrance to the next cave. Max calmed his mind. Freaking out was instant death. The stone hands clenched into fists while they waited for the proper response. Max found the right device and squeezed it, emitting the unheard RF signal. The hard stone face softened to a bland but functional smile at the golem's body, shifting to welcome Max through the entrance. Max nodded, shaking hands with the fellow. That was another aspect of his research. The golems of this type, referred to only as lapithids, actually had developed minds and life cycles of their own beyond their initial programming. They were still locked by certain mechanisms of their creation by the ancient Vu, but Max, well, it would ruin his surprise to think about it before he saw it. Only just yesterday had he discovered the real prize in these gates. He came to another door, this one guarded by two lapithids, each one desiring a different signal than the first guard, and each other. Another adaptation not in their original programming. Apparently nature had found a way to pass through their protections, and they were making sure to keep their most prized things safe as only they could. Stepping out into this preposterously large main chamber, the city bustled all about Max. He was greeted and hugged by many of the lapithids that recognized him. A few waited for his slow responses, what little he'd figured out of their extraordinarily complex language. But they were friends, so they put up with a bit of frustration to catch up before waving a mitten-shaped hand and moving about their days. Pressing onward, Max came to a final portal. This one with a gate, a stone-hewn door only a lapithid could ever hope to move with their incredible strength. These guards stared at him in a dour fashion, the glow of the cave moss giving an eerie presence to their dutiful stares. Max provided all the singles and was let through, feeling more than a little dread. The lapithids could still decide to slather his fluids against the walls any time they wished. They had no compunction against destroying another life. They barely even looked at him as life. Holding in a sigh of relief, he walked up to the observation portion of the brightly lit cave. The lapithids had been inventing especially for this new addition to their societal structure. Max took out his microshard in his book, leaning forward to watch the tiny little stone, yet water balloon-like bubbling bodies of lapithid babies, each only as big as Max's palm, as they played and clambered over the ground before his eyes. Life is so very strange, Max thought to himself, as he jotted down the exact movements and motions of these odd little creatures. So very strange indeed. And so it is, we've sadly come to the closure of our time together. This has been your host, Korvoth, and this was Living Stone, another tale right from the heart of the Jackal. And to each of you, I bid you all a pleasant hello and an even more pleased good night. Please leave all of your comments, questions, and kindnesses down below. None of that awful, rude, or mean stuff, though. Keep that to yourself. Remember to like and share and subscribe to help us learn, spread, and grow. We strongly implore each and every one of you to do everything in your utmost power to stay safe out there. Good night and goodbye, everyone. Good luck out there. You'll need it.